Keep your nuts in book. I'm sure everybody's heard about Ja Morant.
These are 2 games. We're taking it one day at a time. I mean, this is going to be an ongoing.
Apparently, Ja Morant went on his social media. I don't know if it was Instagram. Most likely it was. Probably TikTok. I don't know. Anyway, what he did was he was showing guns or a gun, a firearm. And now he's being penalized.
Healing process. I can't comment in terms of what the...
A healing process.
All right, so to me there's 2 lanes here. There's Ja the player and Ja the person. Ja the player, I hope he recognizes he has a real chance at making $1 billion.
My only issue with this is, see, the issue isn't anything that he's done on the court. It's not because he's disrespecting the refs. He's not starting fights with other players. He's not arguing with the coach during the games. And so I don't even understand why a person's livelihood always has to be placed in jeopardy because of something they do during their off hours. We're human beings. Everybody's stupid. The difference is not everybody gets spotlighted, highlighted. He's from the generation where they post everything. And this is a teacher nigga right there. That's the reason why, man, I had to push social media arm's length.
Playing basketball. Salary's about to be $60-65 million a year for the max guy. He already has a signature shoe. And I was thinking about this today. In a few years, could Ja Morant be the best?
I don't really have patience for a lot of this because it's all of this fake concern that just irritates the shit out of me. And then they always want to hold niggas to the standard of Christ. Like, no humanity, motherfucker. Don't you do nothing. Kyrie Irving didn't say nothing. That cost him $500,000. Ja Morant did some dumb shit that everybody in his age bracket was doing. The difference is that he's got a job that's not common.
Best American-born player in the league. I think so. Giannis, Luka, Jokic, Wembanyama. But more importantly is the person part of it, and what he's doing is objectively dangerous.
Right.
And I'm not trying to have brew a whole discussion on guns in America. I know it's a very polarizing topic.
They act like that he was out in the street brandishing the weapon. This is the thing. He was at home by himself. And this is a little, message. Little PSA, little public service announcement for all of you cats who feel like unless you show it to the world, it didn't happen. That's not real life, motherfucker. When you sit on the toilet and have a bowel movement, is it real or is it Memorex? Do you record that? I would hope you wouldn't record that.
I'm not a gun guy. I respect people's rights.
And no, you don't. See, I could tell right there. If you don't grow up, if you're not living in a hostile environment, then don't talk to people who grew up in it how to go about living in it. I mean, would you be talking that way to people over there in Palestine, over there in the Ukraine with bombs and shit going on, wars happening? You're like, why do you have a gun?
I understand some people get upset. They're like, man, we're the most gun-loving country in the world, yet when a young black guy has a gun, people get a lot more. I understand that part of it. But I also understand this.
And that is what happens. Not just young, period. Period. Nigga, second only to put that book down. Oh shit, my favorite joke by Bill Hicks. I see we got ourselves a reader. We got a reader. We got a reader here.
Memphis is one of the most dangerous places in the world.
And ta-da, don't you think that that would be the reason why a young, melanin-rich man who everybody knows he has money, don't you think that that's why he might possibly, perhaps, want to have his own protection, his own peacemaker?
Just released the numbers. Memphis number 3 in the entire country.
Right. Once again, you're saying it's a dangerous city. This is irritating.
For gun homicide.
Next. Next.
That parent household, you know, good upbringing. I'm gonna speak to T. Morant, his dad.
I'm glad that he brought that up.
Adam Silver. All right, because I felt this way. I don't know.
But also, let me say, because I don't know if I want to keep going with this. I just feel like that anytime that it's a Caucasian who's done something, in their personal lives that is illegal, Chad Wheeler choking the shit out of that melanin-rich woman that was his girlfriend, all because the bitch wouldn't bow. They didn't say nothing else about it. Y'all don't even, you vaguely remember it too, don't you? But yet and still, they mess with the other dude, the one who had knocked his wife out on the elevator after she done smacked and spit on him and socked him. He finally just snapped and put her to sleep. Of course, I gotta say, that's not funny. But I'm a comedian. What was funny was how he was dealing with her body after she was knocked out. Like, yeah, all that looked bad. We knew that outcome wasn't gonna be good. Shit. But it just, you know, I mean, hey, man, he's a young man. Watch, they'll give you the answer right here. Maybe we'll get to that.
Ja or T personally. But watching from afar, my feeling was this. And then I talked to some people that know the situation in the league, and they confirmed that
rumors, hearsay, wholesale. You just said you don't know them, but it seems like from looking at afar.
Right. I feel like T. Morant did a great job raising Ja. But it looks to me like once Ja made the league, and now the millions of dollars are spewing in, and let's face it, Ja now is the breadwinner for the family. All right?
Low blow. Low blow. He's not the bread earner for the family. How else did he get bread before he started earning bread? No, their father is still the bread earner, the breadwinner for the family. What would have been more accurate is he's the highest earner in the family. Hey, most investments pay off in high dividends, don't they? And everyone's child is an investment because it is the future. And it would behoove us all to invest in the future.
That T. Morant went from being the father and the authoritative father to one of Ja's boys. Like, T. Morant is out there now kicking it. Like, living the NBA. Now,
see, on one hand, he said he doesn't know them personally. He's been looking from afar. This is like a compliment. I mean, this is like insulting. How do you know that the father's not hanging out with him to make sure that he's not influenced to do some dumb shit? This is irritating. He went from being his father to being one of his boys. I heard from other people that know hearsay, and then you're putting this out in the public airwaves.
Life with his son, and he has to get back to being the father and sit down with him and say, "Look."
I'll just add this, and I had a situation in my career, and you guys, I don't know if you guys remember, but I got robbed at gunpoint. And it was obviously a terrible situation. I put myself to blame a little bit, being outside late, too late, and put myself in that.
Ain't that a bitch? This nigga is blaming himself for being robbed. You know, that's a crime. This nigga's blaming himself for being a victim of a crime. And it's unheard of nowadays if you suggest that a woman placed herself in a position to get you were out late at night by yourself walking down a dark alley that you were unfamiliar with. That's victim shaming. Oh, this motherfucker said, I was out late. And he a big, giant, 7-foot ass man. I was out late. I shouldn't have been out there. So if he says that, wouldn't it be wise for our sisters and daughters to adhere to the same advice? Obviously, our wives and their mamas are, because they still here, and that's why we together. For those that are together. I'm tired of this shit. Anyway, Ja, man, hold your head up. Stop doing dumb shit. And certainly, at the very least, stop recording yourself doing dumb shit. Okay? That's the most important. Okay? Because nobody can go back to the past and change what we're doing. I hate this time that we're living in because everybody acts like there's no redemption, especially for us. There is. You can learn and improve. Shit, look what Kobe did. That nigga, everybody finally forgot kinda about the we found out they didn't once he died. That's what they went to. They ignored all the good you did before then and since then. And he was found not guilty for the too now. Let's just be honest. But nope, when he died, the rapist, Kobe Bryant, what? So, Ja, man, hold your head up. Yeah, like maybe y'all do need to take a step or two back from the social nightlife, you know what I mean? And then maybe not, but just make it more exclusive, you know what I mean? Just make it more VIP to whereas you don't go into environments, don't live in environments where you feel like you would need to have that firearm. But even with that, I still feel like we should. I mean, we have the right to, right? You know what I mean? Because like Yeshua said that if you don't have a sword, sell your coat and get one, right? And do it all legal, you know what I mean? Do it all legal, you know what I mean? Get the proper paperwork and you are of the right, you're in the right situation to get a concealed carry, you know. And then also, man, maybe go on and hire some security. You dig? Once again, just so that you could feel more at ease. But, you know, I didn't see too many mob movies. It's hard for me to trust motherfuckers with guns around me. And I ain't got one, though. They supposed to be protecting me. But, nigga, they could turn around and, you kidnapped. See? So everybody need to have their own firearm. God made it that way. Everybody got 2 hands, 2 feet. Hold your head up, youngster. Man, you're doing great stuff, man. Your potential is great. Man, just make the adjustment. Bump right. And, you know, shout out Rod Hayes. And, man, you be all right. Man, just stop doing dumb shit. And at the very least, stop recording yourself doing dumb shit. Put the phone down for a while. Everybody. All right, y'all. It's the Laughing Buddha. The 13th one. One of one. One of them ones. Often imitated, never duplicated, most loved, most respected, Marquez the greatest.